here we are.
You probably guessed from the title of this video.
We're having a baby. I'm
It's
pregnant.
happening.
It's happening.
And we're 6 months in.
Yeah. Probably like one of the latest pregnancy announcements on YouTube. Like most people like announce it when they're like, I don't know, maybe 16 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm 24 weeks pregnant now, so 6 months.
Show them. Let's show them.
I'm fully like popped, as you could see. Like there's the little baby.
Look at that, eh? Look at that.
That is a 6 months belly. 6 month pregnant belly. Yeah, we've been so busy. Well, okay, wait.
Let's go back to this.
Let us rewind. So we found out that I was pregnant a few days before my birthday, actually, in May. And once the news came, we just like, it was like everything in like our plans for the summer came into a screeching halt, because we're like, well, okay, like how do we maneuver this so that one, you know, Boho Beautiful doesn't just turn into a prenatal yoga channel,
or turn off completely,
and I won't be able to provide you guys videos. And two, like how do we manage it so that when I'm at the very end of my pregnancy, not having to, you know, exert myself too much. I don't know how I'm gonna feel, right? So we were just like really unsure.
Yeah.
And so we took it upon ourselves. Like I was in my first trimester, and we got on the road and we drove through BC.
And we shot more videos in your 3rd month of pregnancy in 1 month than we have ever shot in our entire existence.
We shot like, I think, a little over 50 videos.
So we have enough videos to release one a week and last all the way well into 2021.
Because, you know, our intention is to continue to give, you know, everybody the class-based content on the Boho Beautiful channel, and we didn't want anything to kind of pause that. And so
we shot a ton of videos, and we started shooting. Juliana immediately took a prenatal course online, because there's no courses that you could do in May in the physical space.
Just to further my studies of actual prenatal yoga, because so many women out there have been asking for prenatal yoga classes, but we always kind of hesitated about it. So again, we're like already started creating all of these ideas while already like dealing with the first trimester. And you know how I was feeling at that time. I was, you know, going through stages of feeling okay, and then obviously there was a period of time where like I couldn't eat a lot of the food. I was very fatigued and very tired, and it was a struggle for a little bit. But thankfully that now that I'm in 2nd trimester, I've been feeling amazing. Like I feel great. I mean, my personal yoga practice, working out, has obviously changed.
This has been a real a kickstart.
Yeah.
Because there's so much I think we want to talk about, our journey that we're about to begin. Because we're beginning again with this channel, but we're also beginning again with some really huge decisions surrounding
the birth of this baby, but also our life. So Mark and I actually decided that we're going to be moving to Costa Rica to have the baby there.
Which is crazy, because anyone we've told that to in our family or friends so far, they're like, so you're going to have your first baby in a third world country
in the middle of a pandemic. Are you okay?
But trust us when we say that this is the most liberating, exciting, and right decision we've made for ourselves since, I think, when we made a similar decision to sell everything we owned and just get our van and go and leave Toronto.
There's a little house behind us. Lived there for a year.
And we've sold everything we owned, and what we kept fit in a van.
Yeah.
And now we're off to live our life.
Off to a new adventure, a new chapter.
Is crazy. Costa Rica, as long as we've been together,
It's just
It's our-
it's our home.
it's a
like
special place.
anytime we come back to it, there's just like an energy to that place that feels so right in our hearts and with ourselves. Like we just feel like we as human beings thrive in that environment, in that place, in
With that energy.
Yeah. And so when we thought about it, we're like, well, the baby is due January 15th. If we were to stick around Vancouver Island and go through that whole experience, for those of you that know Vancouver Island, like it's beautiful in the summer, but in the winter time, it's depressing here.
I pretty much draw a direct parallel to the planet in the movie Interstellar that Matt Damon woke up from when he was in his long slumber, and he wakes up and he's on this gray planet and there's very little light because the sun comes up so late and it goes away so early. And we're sun babies.
We're sun people.
And we're about to have our own sun baby.
Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like when we thought about it, we're like, well, we wanted our baby, its first moments to be of the place that means so much to us in our hearts. And so when, we heard that Costa Rica opened up its borders in August.
We kept a very, very close eye on it.
Yeah, and so they're allowing certain countries to enter. And the thing that made us feel really comfortable about it is that in order for you to even get on the plane to go to Costa Rica, you have to provide a negative COVID-19 test, which gives you that peace of mind that everybody on that plane has had a negative COVID test because they won't let you board without one. And then it just gives that extra layer of protection,
Which is crazy because we're sitting here in a country with all of the money and resources in the world, and we've let 1.5 million people over our borders since
without
spring.
Testing people
and no one required a test, just a good reason to be here. And that's really unsettling. I mean, wherever you stand on the severity of the virus is one thing, but the idea of putting ourselves and our new baby at risk to something that no matter how much research has been done, it's very difficult to tell anything about this virus that's consistent across the board. Going to a place that in Central America has managed it better than any other Central American country, but also a place that at least at the bare minimum won't let anyone in without a negative test. That's actually makes us feel more comfortable there than here, which is crazy. And that's just on the COVID piece. I think the thing about the weather, we obsess and we joke about it a lot, but I think there's something to be said about thinking about our child's first months on the planet. And if we go back to January 15th of this year and what it would have been like to have a brand new infant, and then when you compare that to the idea of being where we're going to Nassau, Costa Rica, and being able to in the first weeks of its life to share
the beauty of that we see in the monkeys and the nature
and just
there,
the most beautiful sunsets in the world and the warmth and the community there.
So it just really felt like the right thing that we wanted to do, and so
it was hard to come to that.
It really was because it's scary,
and everyone in your life tells you you shouldn't. That's crazy.
It's really scary, and for us as well, we are new parents. I've never given birth before. I have no idea what this is going to be like for myself. I mean, we've started reading and watching books.
Tons.
I mean, watching movies or documentaries, reading tons of books, and we'll talk about it all on in a different video on this channel.
Because that surrounds the whole process that we're designing for ourselves we're down there of the birth process.
But us going to Costa Rica isn't just to give birth and come back to Canada. Really, we've decided that we're gonna make a step and actually pretty much permanently move there.
It's time.
It just feels like the right thing,
especially in this day and age at this time, because it's just so everything up here by Canada and in America, it's just this mass hysteria of division and media click farming out of fear. You can't help but get sucked in, and it creates this vibration and this energy in our body that we recognize that it's a part of the culture of living here unless you're able to remove yourselves. We have a really hard time removing ourselves.
We're lucky enough that we have the opportunity to do that, and that's why we're taking it. We're taking that opportunity and just removing ourselves and to do something that feels right for us in our hearts. And many people may never understand, but we don't care, because to be honest, to us, it's what feels right to us and to our new baby that's gonna come.
But I think we're just really excited to start making decisions for us.
For us.
And our family.
Yeah.
And to really follow our hearts. Because up until now, following our hearts, once we began in this life, has been the best thing we could do.
Yeah.
And
so we don't want to stop doing that. And that's why we're doing what we're doing. And
that's what we're going to teach our little light warrior.
Yeah.
We're going to just by just our actions and by the environment. Juliana's always had a dream of having a little blonde naked jungle baby running on the beach. And we're making that dream come true.
Yeah, it's true.
You've always said that's how you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And so we gotta
here
do it.
we are in the very verge of doing the big step.
It's like a huge moment because we're sitting here in our fire on Vancouver Island.
And we started this new channel so we could share this experience with you guys. You know, we're excited to not only just tell you like, oh, this is what we're doing, but also like share a little bit more of like how we're doing the permanent move and what our birth plan is going to be for the baby and the things that we're doing to take care of it and like what I'm taking, what I'm eating, the supplements I'm taking, all of the things that pertain into my personal journey to be able to share that with you guys and also connect with everybody as well, because one thing I've so far have learned outside of the documentaries and books that we've read is the information and the amazing knowledge I've so far gained from just other mothers, other women that have gone through, you know, their own experience, because I feel like everyone has something that they can share and contribute. And so just to be able to be able to share my experience and also receive other people's experiences as well and their journeys. I think it's very beautiful and it's very expanding, like growing. Like I feel like I'm growing as a person through all of this because you know it's beautiful.
And I just got to say that through this whole experience, you know, what I've watched and witnessed Juliana deal with and cope with and adapt to. Which has been everything, and how much resilience she's shown to shoot more videos than we've ever shot and to work harder than she's ever worked. After we shot all those videos, then we just got locked down at my cottage, and all we did every day was just work on this app that's coming out in a couple of days. But watching her deal with this new, all the new challenges has just been so inspiring. And the more that we can all communicate about it, I think it's super valuable.
Yeah, thanks.
But on that note, because it's probably getting long, we do this sometimes. We like talk for like 20 minutes.
We're just excited to announce this really beautiful, life-changing thing that's happening to us. This little life that's being created in my belly right now.
We don't know the gender.
We do not know the gender.
We refuse to find out.
We're going to leave it as a surprise. And so there'll be a lot more videos, a lot more information coming your way on this channel about this journey. And we're just grateful that you're here.
So go on down to the bottom and click subscribe because it's a new journey for us here too with you.
And the little bell so you get the notifications.
And that would mean the world to us.
Yeah.
And
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you. Sending all love and light.